Hi, it's Michelle Einstein Songbird Song. I jotted down a few things because I want to be organized, so I'll share them with you. At the Holy Name Founders Ball, Josh Groban played piano and sang, "I am the moon, you are the sun, play me." In astrology, the sun represents a man and the moon represents a woman. Ever since Josh Groban penetrated Angel Michelle this life, he became melded into her, sitting behind her, wrapping his arms around her. The tension was so intense, she wanted to scream and break free and run away, but she couldn't. She just couldn't. That's what he meant all these years when he kept saying and begging her to leave here and die with him. She thought he meant leave her body, never to any longer exist. He meant become him temporarily, come and let him become her temporarily. She endured the tension of being him, expecting to lose consciousness forever, the usual definition of the word. But as she endured and kept on enduring, embracing the pain she had done, carrying a heavy load as she walked across town on 34th Street when she was homeless. She heard a voice say, "Embrace it, embrace the pain." She did. The pain went away. With Josh holding her, she fell deeper into a trance. She embraced the tension, and gradually the pain went away, and she felt normal again. That's what he meant when he said, saying, "I'm just a man trying to love her unlike any other." My pages are stuck together here. Any other, like no other. He wants to stand out into her mind and be mine. He dreams. He got his wish. Nobody had ever gotten inside her, held on to her from behind her, touching the chakras in her spine. They were as one, and neither of them can ever forget it. But death tore them apart, and as twin flames or soulmates or brother and sister, they have been searching for that one possession to be mine. Song Wildflower by Blake Shelton. If allowed just one possession, I'll take you in your arms to be mine. Written by David Foster and his group Skylark. She has been tortured, raped, tormented with frustration, with inept lovers ever since Josh and she were separated. Nobody can satisfy Mary Magdalene but Jesus Christ, Josh Groban, and nobody can satisfy Jesus Christ, Josh Groban, but Mary Magdalene, Michelle Einstein. Nobody is willing to die for her and she died for him, and they keep holding on to life, though dead, because they want to keep holding on to each other, though they are on fire. To be truly, truly loved is better than any of those things, sang Jackie Wilson, Josh Groban, 4-octave voice range. Love is losing your identity. Love is becoming the other person confirmed. Guru Charan Singh to Michelle Birdsong when she visited him in India. Now her father. His book, Die to Live. Those words describe what she did, what Josh Groban did, what they did together. They felt their being on fire. Dreams are created. Diamonds are created by burning steel with your bare hands. He had sent her 2 diamonds on 1 ring via David Harbines. David wasn't allowed to wash his hands the whole time he knew her. Josh knew she could never let him touch her with dirty hands. That's why he used him, Zig Ziglar. He didn't want to risk losing his beloved to the mailman. Half the time Josh Groban is singing his girl's part because he is her as well as himself. He sings the girl's part. I am the moon. The moon is feminine, Mary Magdalene, and she is working night and day to create a world for the family, the man's part. She knows him so well because she is him as well as herself. No couple has ever loved each other to the extent of dying while living because no one wants to die. Sung by Josh Groban from Phantom of the Opera. Love me, that is all I ask. No wonder men are scared to love. It is death, the death of the ego. Egg opal orders. Semen. Names. First. Messengers. Angels. Gershwin, Ira and George. Songbird. Sing, S-I-N-G-H. Sing. Songbird song, McCartney. And what is this Y-E-R? Seaman, Seaman, year. New York. New Yorker. These immortals have the strongest love that's ever existed. That is why we can have eternity. We have strong enough love to remain love. True love is real. After Josh sang She at the Holy Name Founders Ball, he said, a very romantic song. The narcissist version would be me. He is saying that if a man thinks he's singing about him and he identifies with she as me, he's a narcissist. But is that always the case? Gurinder Singh said, we have both male and female in us because we were born assuming we are our mothers. But healthy among us separate ourselves from our mother, as did Josh. But when he got inside her shell, Michelle, and hugged her to death, he became her, because he melded his spirit into her, and his for her, his. So he identifies as the he singing to his she, but because he is part Michelle, he sings and identifies himself as the she he is singing about, because he doesn't know the Michelle he loved truly. So he's lost. He takes her identity as his own. Okay, this came to me in a trance. Let's see. Rita Coleman's mother cursed, Ann Coleman, cursed her and Frida hair growth. She was supposed to be teaching us the 6th grade. She was comparing her hair, nappy, to mine and Frida's, her daughter's. Said it's short, it stopped growing. So unconsciously, her cells stopped their hair follicles from producing. Heading northern to marry Clarence Hutchison. C. Larks. Sins. Essence. Essential. C. Lark's Village. I was raised in Clarksville. Clarence Hutchison saved my life. We have been to a football game in Georgia with Bernice Gold and Leonard Hutchison. Leonard somebody. I forget his last name. Anyway, we have been drinking, so I said, we were at the top of a hill and I saw a pond at the bottom of the hill, and I said, let's see what it feels like to die. And so I put my foot on the brakes, and Clarence said gently, let's not see what it feels like to die today, Michelle. And he removed my foot from the gas pedal and saved our lives. And then in the movie, It's a Wonderful Life, Clarence, the guardian angel, jumped in the water and saved a drowning, suicidal James Stewart's life. His name was Clarence also. How about that? No such thing as a coincidence. Helen made me need to pull my face up. She knew I was going to feel what she felt. So she felt her face drooping and play acted pulling it up. I was accursed. So I went with her, pulling up my face, which wasn't drooping at the time. I was cursed by Janelle. This was a boy. I was asleep in bed. He was painting my house. And I woke up and he was in bed with me. I was 10 years old. He was about 13. And he said, don't scream. Charlotte Church is screaming at the level of a gorilla. It is called the soprano range. Jan Cox proved you can scream, Michelle, but every time you try to sing soprano, your voice box closes. Stevie Wonder showed you, Judas Iscariot showed you what it feels like to be blind. You can see the true man. Angel. Nom. Enter. First man. Rhymes. Josh Groban. First. Adam. Mad. See true. Play Buble. Lay with Pontius Pilate. So he's damn mad because he lost Eve to Jesus Christ, Josh Groban. Judas Iscariot, blind Stevie Wonder, always worried. A riot. It says scared. A riot may occur, and he'll be knocked to the ground and trampled on. To be blind is to live in fear of legs, fear of being walked on. Wardell Alpert sang, "You'll never walk alone." He's singing to Helen Keller, Mary Magdalene. He's a storm chaser. Storm feels. Stormy Daniels was walked on by her attorney to try to walk on, take down the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Okay, I hope you got these connections. I tried to make them as simple as possible and as clear as possible. So thank you for watching. It may take 2 or 3 viewing of this video to get what I'm saying, but some of it's very helpful information to understand what is going on in the music industry and in the world at large. Okay, so long.